Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Titan defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on it. Remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they use that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second and 10. The tight end in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Willis will look to throw it.
He completes it to Julio Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just to let...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 3, Steelers 0.
And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Back to throw, Willis.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis on the option to the right.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Titans add 6 to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Monty Rice.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's go now. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
This is Swift on the counter. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run in.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Pickett.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he's got room. Escapes the defender.
Still going. DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Titans.
DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have got it on cruise control.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett to throw on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Pickett now on first down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pickett.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This now a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Latavius Murray stopped up short, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Pickett back to throw.
And now here's another interception. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they will take a knee here.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.